Hey everyone, let us look at this problem from ratio and proportion topic for your CAT 2026 examination. The problem says two solutions containing milk and water in the ratio 2 ratio 3 and 3 ratio 2 are mixed in the ratio 1 ratio 4. So what is the final ratio of milk and water in the resulting mixture or resulting solution? Now this question can be very easily solved by mixture and allegations, and it can be solved by ratios as well. So I would request you to pause this video, try this question for yourself, and then watch the video. I'll solve it with both the methods. So I hope you have tried the solution. Let's try to solve it. First, we'll use the mixture and allegations process. Okay, so let's try solving it using mixture and allegation. But before that, let's understand what the problem is saying. So what we have been given is that we have two containers of milk and water. The first one contains milk and water in the ratio 2 ratio 3. Second one contains milk and water in the ratio 3 ratio 2. Okay. Now when they both are mixed in the ratio 1 ratio 4, so these two solutions are mixed together, that too in this particular ratio. So we need to find the ratio of milk and water in the ultimate final solution. Okay. So using mixture and allegations, we know that we will take reference of one solution and then solve it. So for example, we have been given milk ratio water. In first container it is 2 ratio 3. In second container it is 3 ratio 2. So let's solve this problem with context to milk, right? So in context to milk, in the first solution we have milk as, we have 2 parts of milk in 5 parts of the solution, right? So 2 by 5 is milk. Over here milk is 3 by 5, right? Now using mixture and allegations, what we do is, we know we have 2 by 5 parts of milk at one container, 3 by 5 in the other. We mix them in what ratio? In 1 ratio 4, right? So we mix them in 1 ratio 4 to get the ultimate ratio of milk as x. Okay, let's just call it as x. So if we cross subtract these, the ratio of weights would be equal to the ratio of distances, right? So this number is bigger, so I'll subtract 3 by 5 minus x. Over here x would be subtracted by 2 by 5. If you are confused on how I'm doing this, please watch my allegation videos. You'll understand how we solve such kind of problems. Okay, so we do this. Further solving this, we get 3 upon 5 minus 5x. Over here we get 5x minus 2 upon 5, right? Now this ratio would be equal to this by this, right? So I can write 3 minus 5x upon 5 whole divided by 5x minus 2 by 5 is equal to 1 by 4, right? This 5 and this 5 gets cancelled. We get 3 minus 5x upon 5x minus 2 is equal to 1 by 4. So upon solving this, we get 12 minus 20x is equals to 5x minus 2, and from here we get the value of x as 14, right? So no, we get 25 by, just a minute, we get, let's do it properly. So this becomes 14 is equals to 25x. So we get x as 14 by 25, right? Now what does this 14 by 25 indicate? It indicates that we have 14 parts of milk in 25 parts of the mixture, right? So therefore the remaining is what? The remaining is water. So the ratio of milk and water in the mixture using this method comes out to be 14 ratio 11. Now you see, this was not very difficult, but it took quite a while to solve the entire problem. Now with ratios, when I'll solve the same problem, just look at how easily and how conveniently I'll solve this entire problem. So with ratios, what I'll do is I'll again simply write the ratio of milk and water. Okay, this is method 2. Milk and water, in the first container it is in 2:3, right? So 2:3, in the second container it's 3:2. Now we just need to equalize their quantities, right? What do we mean by quantities? This is 3 plus 2, that is 5 parts, or I can say 5 liters. Let me just write 5p, 5 parts. This is also 5 parts. So if let's say this was not 5 parts, this was 10 parts, then I would have multiplied this entire equation by 2 to make the quantities equal. Now when quantities are equal, I can simply multiply by them this mixing ratio. Okay, so I'll multiply this entire equation by 1 and this entire equation by 4. Why? Because we are mixing them in the ratio 1/4, right? Once I do that, I get over here that this is, over here I'm mixing 2 parts of this with 3 parts of this, right, to get 5 parts again. Let me write 5 parts only, and over here we are multiplying the entire equation by 4. So 3 into 4 gives us 4 parts of milk, with 4 into 2 as 8 parts of water to give us 20 parts, right? Now if I simply add this, by this plus this, and this plus this, I'll get the same answer. Just look at this. So 12 plus 2 is 14, 8 plus 3, 11, right? This is the answer that we have got. 14 parts of milk, 11 parts of water. Total is 20 plus 5 is 25. This is the answer. 14/11. So how easily you can solve the same problem using ratios. That is why knowing the process is very important. We should know both the processes, and we should be able to solve this question with both the methods. So I hope you understood how we can solve this same problem using mixture and alligations and using ratio and proportions. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more such content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.